Ethiopia recently completed construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which took a decade. And now they're ready to fill the dam and begin generating hydroelectricity. Meanwhile, Egypt and Sudan, which depend on Nile water that flows north from Ethiopia, have been trying to slow down this process. Egypt in particular has benefited from the underuse of Nile water by Sudan and Ethiopia for centuries. But now all of that's going to change. The electricity that the dam will generate is a critical part of the economic development and diversification plans in Ethiopia. And the dam has been a symbol of national unity at a time when there's a lot of division in the country. For Egypt, it is one of the most water-dependent countries in the world. Nearly all of its fresh water falls as rain outside its borders, mostly in Ethiopia. And that supply of fresh water has been absolutely critical to Egypt's civilization since ancient times and to feeding 100 million people now. So it's very difficult for either Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in Ethiopia or President Sisi in Egypt to back down on Nile water, which is really seen as a critical national security and economic issue in both countries. In the many rounds of diplomacy that have taken place so far, Egypt has been pushing for a guaranteed volume of Nile water to be reaching it. But frankly, Ethiopia is holding most of the cards here, and it's made clear that it's not going to agree to that. What can happen, though, would be the creation of some sort of cooperative regime for managing Nile flow. And that's going to be particularly important because of climate change, when rains will be more variable and droughts might be more common. So, some sort of cooperative regime, dispute, resolution, and probably international involvement, since the trust between Ethiopia and Egypt is very low. The other thing that will be critical is for Egypt to adopt water conservation measures, particularly to bring about a revolution in irrigation. What with the rapidly growing population, neighbors using more Nile water, and climate change, Egypt has to adapt now to a new era of water scarcity.